a simple harmonic motion, and in today's class we will be seeing a little bit mathematics related to the simple harmonic motion, and in that especially we will be dealing what is the equation of SHM and what are the various terms involved in it and what will be the final solution of that particular equation, and a little bit mathematics is involved. So do not consider all derivations everything, but the final equation if you remember and what are the basic terms involved in it if you remember, that will be okay. So let me write the equation. D square y by dx square plus k square y is equals to 0. So this is a second order differential equation. And if you solve it, and according to the mathematics principles, if you solve this, the solution for this equation comes to be y is equals to a sine kx plus delta. Here a and delta are some constants. So here I have taken y is equals to a sine kx plus delta. I have taken the sine function. The reason behind taking the sine function, let me explain you. Even we can consider the cos function also. I can even write down kx plus delta also. There will be no problem if you take this also, but we cannot take the tan function or logarithmic function or exponential functions for this solution. So why I have taken sine function, let me explain you clearly. So I will be taking y is equals to a sine kx plus delta. If you differentiate it with respect to x once, I will be getting dy by dx is equals to a k cos kx plus delta. And for the second time, if I differentiate it again, I will be getting d square y by dx square is equals to minus k square a sine kx plus delta. So here a sine kx plus delta is nothing but y. So I can write down this as d square y by dx square is equals to minus k square y. Or if I just bring this one, I will be getting d square y by dx square plus k square y is equal to 0. This is the equation which I just wrote in the starting point. This one, d square y by dx square plus k square y is equal to 0. So I got the same by taking the solution and just going in the reverse order, I got the same equation back. So this can be obtained even if you take cos function also, but remaining functions, if you take tan function or logarithmic function or exponential function, we may not get the original equation like this. That is the reason I have taken the solution. So any equation which is in the form of d square y by dx square plus kx square y equal to 0, this represents a mathematical equation of a simple harmonic motion, and the solution of that particular equation comes to be y is equals to a sine kx plus delta. So now let me explain you clearly what these particular equation represents and what are the terms involved in it very clearly. So in yesterday class I have told you that if the motion is SHM, we write the relation between acceleration and displacement as A is equals to minus kx. And I told k is nothing but omega square. Consider k as omega square. So if I take this, I can write down the original equation as A is equals to minus omega square x. A is equals to minus omega square x. So here this one, d square y by dx square, second order differentiation, equals to minus k square y. I have written the equation as d square y by dx square plus k square y as the equation for SHM. So taking this into consideration, I can write down A is equals to minus omega square x. For this I can write the differential equation as d square x by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. This is the mathematical equation which represents SHM, and the solution of this will comes to be x is equals to a sine omega t plus phi. This is what the equation which represents SHM. So any equation, in yesterday's class we have seen that if a equation which is in the form of something like a is equals to minus 4x or kx or whatever it might be, that represents an equation or SHM. And in today's class we have seen if anything which represents something like x is equals to something like I can write 4 sine omega t plus or something like pi by 6. This is also now represents an SHM. So if I write down, this is for the linear harmonic oscillation, and if I write down for an angular harmonic oscillation, the same thing comes to be d square theta by dt square plus omega square theta will be equal to 0. As I told, it is an equation for angular SHM. Here the omega is nothing but angular frequency, not angular velocity. So now let me explain the terms very clearly. What are the significant characteristics of this particular equation? So I have the equation x is equals to a sine omega t plus delta or plus phi, whatever thing you no need to confuse here, you can consider anything delta or phi. Here A represents amplitude of oscillation. So yesterday I told you that in a to and fro motion, this is what called mean point, and this is what called extreme point, and this is called the second extreme point. And if this is along positive x-axis, consider this as origin, and this as plus x, this as minus x. So here the A represents amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but the maximum displacement beta. From mean point. So here this is the mean point. The maximum displacement comes out to be one this one and second one this one, and these both sides it is equal. I can take it as minus a and I can take it as plus a. So minus a plus a both represents the amplitude of oscillation here, And the next term involved here, I told you yesterday what is omega. Omega corresponds to angular frequency, and t represents the time, and delta, and this whole term will be calling it as omega t plus delta. This is taken as phase. Now what does phase mean? Phase indicates or defines the status of the particle. The status of the particle. Status does mean what? Here the particle is moving along x-axis, positive x-axis or negative x-axis, whatever it might be. Here the phase always indicates what is the position of the particle and what is the velocity of the particle. So status means it defines the position and velocity. You will come to know with an example. Suppose example, let me take, what is the phase when x is a by 2, considering an equation x is equals to a sine phi. So I told, he is asking what is the phase when x is a by 2. So I can substitute x place lo a by 2 substitute cheyandi. A of sine phi vastundi nana. A will be cancelled. I will be getting sine phi is equals to a by 1 by 2. So what are the possible values for phi here? Then phi will be equal to either pi by 6, and next one will be 5 pi by 6. That means the particle is oscillating here. This is a mean point, and this is the extreme plus a, and this is a extreme minus a. The pi by 6 does mean that the particle is at a by 2. Okay, this is half. For a phase of 5 by 6, the particle is moving along positive x-axis. And for the phase of 5 pi by 6, second time the particle is at a by 2 only, but it is moving towards a mean point, means it is moving along negative x-axis. So by knowing the phase, I got the phase as pi by 6. By 5 by 6 or 5 pi by 6, whatever it might be the phase here, I can locate the position of the particle as well as I can give you the velocity of the particle also. So that is what the phase does mean. Now remember, in the equation x is equals to a sine omega t plus phi, here x does not mean the trajectory of the particle, it does mean the position of the particle with a time dependent t. Suppose if this is x and y function, if y is equals to, if I write a sine of omega x or kx plus something, then that equation represents the trajectory of that particular particle. Here it is not the trajectory nana, it is nothing but the position of the particle with a time. At a time t, the particle x position is understood by this particular equation. So based on the previous explanation, let us solve one numerical here. Consider a particle moving in SHM where omega a and x are angular frequency, amplitude and position respectively. If the particle is at x is equals to a by root 2 at t is equal to 0 and moving towards the mean point, then write the equation of SHM. So we have general equation for SHM as x is equals to a sine omega t plus delta. So according to the problem, omega is angular frequency, a is the amplitude and x is the position. Okay, here we need to find the delta and we need to write down the equation again. So he has given a clue that at t is equal to 0, the particle is at x is equals to a by root 2. So from there we will be finding out the delta value. So substituting these values, I'll be getting a by root 2 is equals to a of sine delta. A will be cancelled. From here sine delta will be equal to 1 by root 2. So I have two equations, two values for these possible values. They are nothing but pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4. So which one I need to take? He has given one more clue here in the problem. The particle is moving towards the mean point, means this is, let this be mean point O and A and minus A beta. So pi by 4 and delta is equals to, as a particle initially, if the particle starts at this point, the particle will be moving towards positive x-axis, and from here to here the phase value will be pi by 2 only. So if I consider that pi by 4 as answer, the particle should move towards the first extreme. But here the case is different. He has given that particle is moving towards the mean point. It is moving towards this point. So the answer is 3 pi by 4. So delta is equals to 3 pi by 4. So if I just take out, then the equation will be x is equals to a sine omega t plus 3 pi by 4. And in the equation, general equation, I told you that here